This is for you, Melissa, all for you. I need you to watch my reaction to this. I haven't even told you about this yet, so it's gonna be interesting. Should I take out my headphones for this? Maybe I should, so you can hear what is going on. Maybe I will. This is going to be me reacting to something that Melissa said is going to make me scream. So I'm gonna react to it. Oh wait, it's really quiet for some reason.
In August. Okay, welcome to part 2.
I don't know why.
August book haul. So, like usual, I will start with the manga that I got.
Okay.
Now, this particular volume.
Hold on, you can't hear anything. Where's my volume control?
Or rather, this particular omnibus.
Okay.
I know that Dylan is going to scream.
Yes.
And I put it into frame.
Oh God.
Because he absolutely loves this series and he has been raving about it for what feels like forever.
Yeah.
And I am always up for more shoujo manga in
Mm-hmm.
my life. So I picked up the first 3 volumes. And the story and art is by Yoshiki Nakamura. And the manga series just sounds so fun.
It is fun!
It's about this girl named Kyoko, whose boyfriend, Sho, is this
Oh,
really
fuck Sho.
big idol in Japan. He sings and he acts on TV.
Mm-hmm.
And Kyoko ends up moving to Tokyo with him for Sho
I
to
am
pursue
so
his
happy.
further, I suppose. And she then overhears Sho talking to his manager, saying that he doesn't like plain girls, and he thinks that Kyoko is very plain, boring, and meanwhile, Kyoko is doing all of this stuff for him. So, Kyoko understandably gets very mad at this, and my
So
cat is
glad you
playing
bought
with
this,
my
Melissa. I'm
purple
so
little
glad.
Sorry for the noise. But she then decides to become a better celebrity than her boyfriend, or rather ex-boyfriend, I'm hoping. But this series just sounds so fun. Dylan absolutely loves this series, so I cannot wait to read it. And the final book that I got in this haul is Aristotle and Dante.
Yay!
By Benjamin
I wasn't
Allee.
expecting that either.
Science.
I want to read that so bad. Okay, that was an extra thing.
But I really don't know what this is about.
I'm just fangirling
All
so
I know
much.
is that I have never heard a single bad thing about it.
Okay,
And
I think that's basically my reaction.
also,
So,
it's an
yay! I'm so glad that you got
novel about 2 boys
Skip Beat
and
Melissa. I'm so glad. It's so good. It's so good. The art is a little bit hard to get into, but it's so good. It is so good. I love it so much, Melissa. I hope you enjoy it. It is so fun. Okay, I just had to do that extra thing. This is gonna go into some sort of random video. I just wanted to do this reaction for you, Melissa, because I knew you were gonna do that. I was like, she's gonna show me a Skip Beat, and I'm going to fangirl, and I did. So, yay! Hey guys! So I'm here today to do my first ever, like, revamped manga review for you guys, and I'm going to talk about 2 series today. The first one is a series that I have fallen in love with, I believe sometime last year, and that series is Skip Beat. I've been wanting to talk about this series for so long. This is one of Sarah's favorite manga series. Sarah from Manga Is My Boyfriend. This is one of her favorites, and I got it because of her. And at first, when I first started reading this, I didn't like it. I think I read the first chapter on Shoujo Beat's website about like 4 years ago, and for some reason I didn't really like it, but after I finished the first volume, I actually cried at the end of the first volume because I related to the main character so much. So the story is about this girl right here named Kyoko, and Kyoko is, I believe, 16-ish. She's in high school, but she's not. She's high school age, and she didn't actually go to high school because of her mother, which you'll find out in later volumes all about her mother and how wonderful she is. Oh my god, I just want to stab her in the eye. So, she is actually, she was in love with a man named, or a boy I guess, named Shotaro. And Sho is an idol in Japan, one of the biggest idols, and he was living with her, and she was doing all the cooking and all the cleaning and taking care of him, basically. And then one day, he decides to go out with his manager and basically talk shit about her. And after that day, she vows to become the best idol and beat him in show business, basically. So that's the plot line for the series, technically, but there's other little story arcs as well. It's not just about that. But the reason I love this series so much is because of the characters. I absolutely love Kyoko. Kyoko is one of my favorite main protagonists. She is so crazy. I'm sure I can find a page where she has her dark side. Yep. Of course, it takes like 2 minutes to find, 2 seconds to find it. As you can see right there, there she is when she's mad. And basically when she gets mad, she has these evil dark spirits. Yep, right here, 2 more pages. That's crazy. Right there you can kind of see that. And basically she gets pissed off and her evil aura kind of comes off of her and she goes crazy and yells at people and it's really, really funny. And she meets this guy right here. This is Ren Saruga, I think is his last name. Yep. And he is also an idol. He's actually Shotaro's rival, and he is the most popular idol in Japan, I believe. And they kind of join forces later on in the series, and he doesn't like that she is only into show business to get revenge on Sho, but she's trying to convince him that it's okay, that that's a good reason to be in show business. And I'm sure later on she'll kind of realize her own reason for later, but for now that is her reason. She just wants to beat Sho and show him how much better she is than he is. Kind of like a Go Girl sort of series, and I love it. It is so fun, so funny, and just really, really great. I really like this series. Oh, and here's Shotaro, by the way, the blonde guy. He's kind of cute, but he's an asshole, so he's like the cute asshole, I guess. And this is just a really fun series. It's really funny. I really like the art. I didn't like it at first because if you couldn't tell, her faces for the guys, they're really long. They're like their brow or their chin line is really long, and it's just a style thing. But I've gotten used to it, and I like the crazy art when she goes insane. That's her yelling at someone, going crazy. So I like that. I really, really like this series. I think it's really fun, and it's a really good series to get into. It's really easy to read. I just really, really enjoyed this series a lot. So if you're looking for a good comedy romance, I would definitely recommend this one. It is so adorable, and not really adorable. I mean, it's cute, but it's also just really fun and funny. I think this is like one of the more fun series that I've read in a while, so I really, really love this series. It's also quite long. I believe they're at volume like 33 or 34 right now, and it's still ongoing, so it'll take a while to finish, but I really just look forward to reading Skip Beat whenever I get the chance to, so I enjoy that it's long. And then the next series that I'm going to talk about is a brand new one, just came out this month in August, and that is called Black Rose Alice. And this is from the same creator as After School Nightmare, which is actually an Eisner-nominated manga series, which is really cool. It's very highly acclaimed. And this one is her new series. And this series, I needed to make this video so I can talk about it because it is worth talking about. This one is a vampire series, and it follows this man right here. This is Dimitri, and he lives in Vienna in 1908. That's when the beginning of the story starts. And this right here is a girl named, it's Andreska, something like that. And basically, Dimitri is like a middle higher up class kind of person, and he lives in this family of, like, I wouldn't say royals, but they're, what's the word for it? They're higher up. They're kind of royal, but I don't know if they're royal or not, actually. They're like, what is it? It's like a high-class family, basically. And he's not part of their family. He was actually adopted, or technically sold, which is really crazy. And so he is a singer. He's an opera singer. Very, very talented opera singer. And basically, one day he gets run over by a horse and dies. And then, this is where kind of the unique aspect of it comes in. Let me see. So you see these butterflies right here? Those are actually vampire seeds, technically, where basically the head vampire sends off his vampire blood, I guess, his seed. They call it his seed, where they implant the, like, vampire gene into your body. And once you get the gene in your body, you get this tattoo on the back of your neck, and his looks like a rose, so that's kind of where the title comes in. And basically, here you can kind of see, that's not his, but the basic idea is like this, kind of like that right there. And this series is really, really dark and really, really crazy. The first chapter alone has like 5 people that die. Yeah, it's insane. It's very dark, very gory, very, it is graphic, but it's not, it's older teen. It's not like mature blood or anything, but it's very, very gothic, and I like that a lot. So basically, it takes place in Vienna at that time, and then it fast forwards 100 years into the future in Tokyo. And I won't spoil why it goes forward in time, because that's kind of a spoiler, so I won't talk about that. But I just really, really enjoy this series. I think it's really, really unique and awesome. One of the coolest things about this is just, I think it's the vampires and the lore. It really reminds me of Anne Rice's vampires from the Vampire Chronicles. Very, very reminiscent of that. It's very dark and gothic, and they have to kill people to drink blood. But the thing that's really interesting is they actually don't have fangs. And the way they actually obtain blood is very, very interesting, and I don't want to tell you what it is, because I want you to read it and find out yourself, but I really, really like how they did the kind of feeding sort of thing that they use. I like it a lot. And one thing I do want to kind of spoil, if you don't want to hear it, then you don't have to listen. It's not that big of a spoiler at all. But I love that the way that vampires die in this series is that they have to have sex. I love that, because I don't think that vampires should be allowed to have sex, because they're dead. Their body is dead. They are done. Because they have to die to become a vampire, so how do they have fluids? It doesn't make sense to me. So, if they have sex, they die. That's something I'm thankful for, because I kind of really frickin' hate it when writers put sex into vampire novels. I guess I guess vampires can be sexy, but they're not supposed to be. They're supposed to be creepy and weird and crazy, so that's why I like this. It's a very, very odd series, very obscure, but I definitely recommend you to check it out. I'm really surprised that it's a shoujo, because this is really dark for a shoujo series. There's a lot of dark themes like murder and suicide and rape even, but it's not graphic, don't worry, it's not graphic at all, but it's just a really, really dark themed manga series, and I really, really like it. And the second volume for this doesn't come out until November 4th, so I have a while to wait, and I can't wait for it, because I just really, really want to read what happens next in this storyline. It's so good. But anyway, guys, that is my little review on my first 2 manga series that I'm going to be talking about. This is my first manga review on this channel, so I'm really, really excited. I hope you all liked this. If you've read any of these series, let me know what you think of them in the comments below, because I would love to talk about them, because they're just so fantastic. I need to talk. I need to talk more, and I don't want to make this video an hour long, so we're not going to do that. But yes, I would highly recommend Skip Beat, and I would also highly recommend Black Rose Alice. They are really, really great. Very, very different series, but great in their own ways. And yeah, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time, alright? Bye-bye!